Hello, welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Space Dragon 777, also known as Nature Fairy 777. Good morning, good afternoon from whenever this message finds you. Good evening. I hope you are well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're at peace. And I hope all of the messages today, if not all, I hope at least one gets to you and inspires you to open yourself up to positive change. We do have a full moon solar eclipse, blood moon, tonight happening. It is March 3rd when I am recording this, and it is the morning. Let me actually check real quick what time it is. I'm curious. It's 9:49 a.m. and I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. So, these collective messages usually are timeless, although I tend to record Mondays or Tuesdays. Happy past Magic Monday. I hope it was a great start for y'all. But also happy Tarot Tuesday. And I hope that whoever's listening, whoever's watching, whoever's viewing, if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. All it is first of all, it's free, and you will be receiving updates every time I make a post, whether it's a video, a picture post concerning some cards or some pages from a book, any kind of wisdom or knowledge that relates to any form of healing arts. I will try to share my knowledge with you when I ever get the chance. So you will be getting updates. You'll receive them on any device as long as you subscribe. All you got to do is just tap or click on the bell at the bottom of this video. And I want to also mention there are some gardeners that are doing some work in my neighbor's yard right now, so please excuse the noise. Oh, they just stopped. They either just stopped for now and they have more to do, let me actually check, or they stopped for good and finished. So let's hope they finished. But anywho, yeah, for all of you who are new to my channel, I do not only do readings here for the collective, but I've been allowing my intuition to guide me more, and I allow myself to channel deeper messages if and when they come to me in my thoughts and mind. Oh, just drop some crystals. Give me a sec, y'all. So yeah, I've been trying to really embrace more of what I hear, what I see, what I feel, what I sense in my readings, and I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job so far. I feel comfortable. It feels right, and I am getting more and more comfortable with finding my own rhythm, my own style, and really diving deeper into these messages depending on what we receive each week. And I have some exciting fun projects brewing, some different kind of videos that I will be adding to some new playlists very soon this year. So stay tuned if you're curious. I don't want to say too much about it because I don't want to mess any plans up. But yeah, I I'm really excited about that. So stay tuned for that for sure, because I have some exciting stuff brewing since last year that I have been thinking about implementing into my channel. So please stay tuned. But yeah, I want to get started with this collective reading for this Tarot Tuesday. I am using Dragon's Blood Sage. I'm saging my space. I'm purifying and cleansing, releasing any and all old energies, attachments, and frequencies. Especially anything negative, any stress, any overwhelming feelings. I am releasing it all now in this present moment and in my space and in my being and on my cards, all the cards that I used today. God, guardian angels, ancestors, spirit guides, allies, please be with us in this present moment, and please give the collective some more guidance this week, and anything that will be very helpful for us in this new chapter of our lives. Spring is happening on the 20th this month, so that's super exciting. I don't know if y'all have noticed a shift in the weather. I live out in California, up in the Antelope Valley, and it's pure desert out here. So it already feels like spring/summer, especially summer. But the summers out here, I am actually not really looking forward to that because they're very intense, just like the winters. Some years, ever since like climate change and global warming, we don't get as much snow out here. From what I hear from the locals that have grown up out here their whole lives, it used to snow a lot more, but ever since like the climate's just been messed with, we get snow less. So sorry y'all, there are some cards that are kind of mixed up. Whoa, I think I meant to see these, but we'll see, because it was just a few, but it might be a lot more that were not flipped over the right way. Let me just make sure for us. Okay, it looks like just two of those were meant to be seen. So I'll take them actually, because it's just two, and I believe these were meant for me to see for a reason. So with the first card, sorry, like I was saying before, I'm trying to multitask, y'all. Before I continue though, if you're curious, so far we have Queen of Wands upright, and the second is reversed Five of Cups. Okay, very interesting so far. But like I was saying, it's very hot out here, and I have family spread out all over LA. So the closer the families that live, the families and friends that live closer, more down south, closer to the beach, their heat is different than the heat up here. But anyways, I hope y'all, I don't know if y'all have noticed the shift, the transition about the seasons. I definitely am, and I am enjoying every single bit, because I love the cold, but winter is really not my favorite season. I have two favorite seasons, spring and fall especially. since I am a spooky gal and I was born towards the end of fall. I am also fellow Sagittarius. Early December baby. Definitely born towards the end of fall. I used to think it was winter, but the more and more I started doing my research about it, I learned that I'm a fall baby. So it all makes sense why I'm into all that stuff. All right, I am gonna take a sip of coffee, y'all. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. One more card. One more card, please, and thank you, Spirit, God, guardian angels, guides, light beings. What last message would you like us to receive for this Tarot Tuesday? Thank you. Wow. What a nice spread. This feels great already. So, excuse the leaf blower that you're hearing in the background, y'all. Sorry about that. There's some gardeners next door, like I mentioned earlier. So I'm going to scoot these cards over just a bit so y'all can see the top of the spread, since I am going to be using 2 other cards for in the middle and towards the end of the reading. Before I dive deep into the cards' meanings, I do not want to forget to add some more clearing and healing energy for everyone. Let's clear the space a little more, and then we'll really get started and dive deeper. If you have earbuds on, headphones on, if you're playing this loud, now would be a good time to lower the volume, especially if you're sensitive to sound, because it might be a little louder than you're comfortable with. That felt great. All right. Just give me a few moments to read the cards. I'm going to take another sip of coffee. Okay, so right off the bat, I am feeling your energy, collective listener. I am feeling your energy. You came into the start of this reading as the Queen of Wands. You are radiating confidence, courage, independence. You're remaining focused and you have this passion for life. Okay, you have this zest. Okay, you have been focusing and accepting and moving on when it comes to setbacks that you may have experienced. It feels like you went through something, but you overcame this, and now you're sitting, you're standing in your radiance, in your confidence, self. You're determined and successful, and you're joyful. This is giving Pisces and Aries energy, water and fire. The next card is reversed. 5 of Cups. Upright is regret, failure, disappointment, pessimism, loss, grief, which is what you were probably encountering before you came into as the Queen of Wands energy. You were maybe feeling unstable, I mean. You may have gone through a very dramatic situation that put you in a really tough spot. The person that was involved in this disappointment or disconnection or loss or grief overexerted themselves. They over-exaggerated. They took advantage of the freedom they had, and with that came some changes that were inevitable, and the loss became inevitable, the loss of you. But you're accepting and moving on. You both are. It feels like your energy is here and someone else's energy. This could be your ex, a person you used to sexually be involved with or romantically. You guys maybe had a fling, but it definitely felt deep. This may have also been a friend, or a job, a collaboration of some kind that used to be mutual, but something happened. And so now the third card is King of Pentacles. This is so much abundance. I mean, look at all the details, all the plants, all the flowers. Look at the throne. Look at his crown. Look at that confidence in his face. Regalness. Royalty, for sure. Luxuriousness, wealth, business, leadership, security, discipline, abundance, prosperity, and generosity. So this is fire, earth energy, Leo and Virgo. Very grounded, very passionate, very successful, very abundant. Also very generous because you're experiencing so much abundance. This definitely feels like you having accepted and moved on from the situation that put you in a really tough spot, that it may have involved someone that broke your heart, somebody that did something behind your back that you really wish wouldn't have happened, and you ended up finding out in a really strange and weird way, maybe out of nowhere too, and it happened so fast. But you've had time to work on yourself and to accept what happened, finding peace within yourself, and also forgiving yourself for not maybe leaving sooner. And I know I've said this in my previous readings. If y'all are curious to listen to my past readings, please feel free to also listen to those, watch those, because some of these messages feel familiar to some of the recent past readings. Whoever's been in your energy collective, it seems like you've been getting over something since last year, or probably longer, maybe for 2 years now, or as of late, recently, like this year even. But you've been doing a lot better, and whoever was in your energy, whoever did you wrong, is definitely trying to forgive themselves as well for what they did to you, and trying to find peace with the current reality of things, of you no longer wanting anything to do with them. You both finding peace in your new journey. Now, we also have 10 of Wands reversed. Upright looks like this. This is giving burnout energy, burdened, extra responsibility, hard work, completion, doing it all on your own, not getting that much support either. Now, this is Sagittarius energy. Reversed, you're still doing it all. You're carrying the burden. Delegation, release, overstressed, burnout. It's still burnout. You are still feeling overburdened, and this person that you were involved with once upon a time too has been feeling very overly stressed and overwhelmed and burned out, because they may be carrying an overload of emotion, an overload of energetic weight and spiritual weight that they have caused and placed on themselves and you in the past. Now, you've been working on yourself, and as you've accepted the peace and walked away, and you've forgiven yourself, even though you may or may not have forgiven this person that broke your heart, that did something shady to you, you're doing your best to forgive yourself, and you probably already have. And because of that, you're experiencing you're in your King of Pentacles energy, Leo and Virgo, and you're also in your reversed 5 of Cups and Queen of Wands, Pisces and Aries energy, also Sagittarius energy, fire energy. And because you're experiencing so much abundance, you may be also needing to forget that it's okay to ask for help. Don't overburden yourself with adding too much on your to-do list. Really let people know and use your voice and speak up for yourself and honor yourself when you feel like it's too much and you really do need help with whatever needs to be done, all the jobs that have to be done, especially if there's a given deadline and it's time sensitive. Like, please speak up for yourself and don't take on, delegate the tasks. Try to categorize everything, make sure you're organizing everything, and you are not only asking for help, but making sure it's easy for yourself and the other people that you're asking that help for. Now, what's interesting too, now that we were talking about Sagittarius energy, we got reversed Sagittarius card, which is Temperance. upright, very positive, very grounded, very balanced. But reversed means the opposite: imbalance, excess, extremes, overindulgence, alcoholism, addiction, self-healing, realignment. This could be you. You may have some unhealthy habits currently that you know may not be the best way to heal yourself, but you're trying. We all got to start somewhere, right? I know for myself, my healing, especially these past 2 years, has been very rocky and ugly, with a lot of crying, a lot of anger, a lot of catharsis, a lot of releasing very intense and strong emotions through art, through therapy, through communicating, learning when to also be silent, and also not oversharing too. Like really like learning what my boundaries are. And whoever's listening too, I feel like you're also learning how to honor yourself in a different way, in ways that you haven't before, because you're different. Each year that passes, we grow and we gain an experience or skill under our belt. And I believe whatever we experience in this life, it's for different reasons. It's because spirit, God, universe, whatever you believe in, is preparing us for what's to come in our journeys of our experience, because we are spiritual beings having a physical experience. So energy never dies, it just transforms and changes form. So we're learning how to mold ourselves each year that passes, because we're not the same person we used to be last year and the years prior. Whoever we used to be when we were a kid, yeah, sure, our inner child is still deep down inside and we will always be that inner child, right? But we're also our current adult self. All my viewers and listeners should be over 18, because this channel is not for kids. I'm sorry, y'all. If you are a kid, maybe you should check out of this video right now. But the only reason for that is because you have to have a certain amount of knowledge and level to understand these messages. That's all. And wisdom. And with that comes age and experience and being open-minded when it comes to implementing things that will help you reach your goals and connect with your higher self and your dreams. We all want to be better, right? I'm assuming and hoping that everyone who is listening, who is here with me right now in this moment, is of similar mentality and vibration and frequency as I am, because I always strive to be balanced. I always be, because I'm a Sagittarius, this is actually my card. And I try to connect with my higher self. I try to see myself as an earth angel. We all have the choice to be earth angels or devils, earth devils and demons, and whatever, just like whatever side of the talisman you decide to flip it on, whether it's the light side or the dark side, we embody and we attract more of that energy. So just keep in mind that if you're feeling imbalanced and you're going through a lot of extremes and you're overindulging in sex, drugs, social media, gossip, if you're experiencing a lot of changes right now and you're really trying to find an escape, a quick escape, or trying to even take the edge off, especially if you're trying, if you're healing yourself, you're trying to improve, just keep in mind that there's other healthier outlets than giving in to the desires from your shadows, okay, from your darkness. Remember that we all have light if we allow the light in. We also have the power to embody that light within and to shine it out bright like the sun. But we have to really believe in that, and we also have to try to take care of ourselves and love ourselves, show ourselves, give ourselves the love that we wish others had shown to us when we were a child. If we never received that kind of love, certain needs that we didn't receive as a child, it's very important for us to try to fill those needs now as adults in order to find that happiness and peace and groundedness, and to make peace with our paths, our current paths, but also with our past. The next card is very positive too. Once you have done this, you will be experiencing such a huge celebration. 3 of Cups energy, the Trinity. Well, there's also 111 right on top, getting ready to go into her cup. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to be opening yourself up, creating that space, energetic space and physical space that you're going to need, that you're going to desire for new friendships and current friendships too. For you to be more creative, for you to do and work on more creative projects alone or with these collaborators and friends. Reaching a certain goal and celebrating that accomplishment with your friends and with future coworkers or future partnerships, whether lovers, friends, or work related entrepreneurship projects. Building a new community, opening up that space for that, just creating that channel, that outlet, that stage for not just yourself, but for others, and really being happy and present, connecting with like-minded individuals and communities, and also expanding, networking, business, money, new channels of income, cash flow. And this is our last card here. What a wonderful way to end this too. The Emperor. Fire energy, Aries. With all of these experiences, all these collaborations, you're going to not only be gaining so much more organizational skills, people are going to look for you and rely on you for more projects. They're going to trust you to accomplish these things. They're going to trust your ability to work hard because they witnessed you do all of this, go through all of this, and come out looking like this and this. Gaining that respect in that leadership role that you already are playing in your day-to-day, you're embodying. You are going to create a more stable foundation for yourself and others, a stronger structure. For some reason, I just thought of the Three Little Pigs and the Wolf. I thought of that brick house that the wolf couldn't blow because it was a better structure. It was a better home. But the house made of sticks was awful. And then what was the other one made out of? Sticks and I can't think of it right now. But yes, I believe the brick house ended up overcoming the pigs ended up winning and beating the wolf and staying safe with the brick house. Now, people are not only going to respect you as a leader, you are going to gain more power, and people will be inspired and motivated to follow your authority and your structures, your boundaries, and your rules when it comes to business, when it comes to leading others in any way, shape, or form. Whoever you are, whether you identify as a woman or a man, if you're non-binary, you are going to embody your divine masculine energy, your father figure energy, your healthy father figure energy of protection, of control, healthy control, and discipline, and focused, and practical, grounded skills that will give results not only to you, because you're not selfish, you're not going to be selfish, you're going to be a selfless leader who has gained all this respect. What a beautiful spread. I know I mentioned earlier that there were two energies in the spread, but it's mainly yours, and it feels like you've gone through a lot recently, and you've overcame a lot when it came to friendships, relationships, cheaters, liars, manipulators, anyone giving narcissistic tendencies or just straight up narc energy in their lower frequency self, in their toxic self and mindset. You've overcome that, and you have been doing your own thing. You've been doing your own healing your way, and whatever you've been doing, it's working. Even though you are learning how to find balance, and if you're currently struggling with addiction, you're not alone. There's all different kinds of help out there if you just create that patience for yourself, that self-forgiveness, and you come up with a practical plan too. But remember, always be gentle with yourself and know that there's different ways to cope. With grief, with loss, with disappointment, with stress, with depression, anxiety, with feeling alone, with isolation, alienation. Reach out. Use your voice. But also buy a throat chakra crystal like turquoise. Or I believe this is blue obsidian. Looks like straight up water. And then there's a few others, y'all. Like there's a bunch of different crystals that y'all can purchase to help you release and unblock any uncomfortable feelings and sensations that you may be feeling in your any of your chakra systems. We have 7. We have our root chakra, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. So if ever you feel any weird blockages or are experiencing any physical discomfort or pain, think about getting yourself a crystal. Think about researching holistic healing, finding out if it's a medical problem or if it's something else that you could do to help alleviate or unblock some energetic blocks or frequencies. If you're open to it. But listen to your body. That's the best advice I could give you. So yeah, y'all, I want to mention I am using a gorgeous new oracle deck that's called Cowgirls and Aliens, and this deck is created by Ellie Grant, and I just want y'all to look at how beautiful it is. The colors, the characters, the details. This is my favorite part too. Look at that. Oh my god, isn't that badass? That's gorgeous. Like rainbow. Ah, so cool. So yeah, I am using this deck for the first time. This is what the guidebook looks like. Rootin' tootin' galactic wisdom to inspire your day. And let's see what galactic babe we are being... Sorry, let me reword that. Let's see what this galactic babe or alien has to say to us today in this spread, in this reading. The Smuggler, 34. Ooh. Very interesting. You can see a little animal back there, an octopus. Third eye is opened. She's has 2 antennas, clearly an alien. She has 4 arms. I will create my own opportunities in life. Let's see what she has to say, y'all. 34. I like that, though. I like the message so far. She looks super confident and zen, too, in her facial expression. All right, leaning casually on a cage, she watches the crew hustling and bustling around her. They load the ship's cargo bay with all manner of cages and crates, all with warning labels and red, glowing eyes staring out. This transportation job pays well, an opportunity she wouldn't miss, but she wonders just how dangerous these alien creatures are. She flicks away a curious tentacle reaching out from one of the cages. No rewards without risk. The message is the smuggler never misses a good business opportunity, even if it involves dangerous alien creatures, space pirates, or planetary governments. She is a shrewd businesswoman who is always on the lookout to build her career. She represents self-made abundance and prosperity. Wow, this is definitely connected. Queen of Wands energy, King of Pentacles energy for show. 3 of Cups, and the Emperor. It's all connected, y'all. The smuggler says it's time to make real-world plans to achieve your dreams, even if those plans will take hard work and effort to achieve. She encourages you to take the first step and start making them a reality. While daydreaming has its place, now is the time to bring your idea into the physical world and make a start, no matter how small. Harness your inner smuggler and be on the hunt for new possibilities. I love that. Some last tips for y'all. Good opportunities don't usually arise out of nowhere. They come after you've already invested time and energy into improving yourself and putting yourself out into the world. So give the universe a helping hand by being ready for opportunities when they arise. When it comes to the business side of things, try thinking creatively to help stay engaged. You might find some exciting ways to solve problems that appear. Wow. I'm going to repeat the last sentence again. You might find some exciting ways to solve problems that appear when it comes to the business side of things. Try thinking creatively to help stay engaged. Wow. Thank you, cowgirls and aliens. Now to end our reading off with a magical tree in honor of Magic Monday that just passed, because I am filming this on a Tuesday, March 3rd. Happy full moon, full blood red moon once again. If you missed that part of the video or if you forgot, I do want to mention it to close the reading too, because I think it's really important. Don't forget to charge your crystals, y'all. It's very important. I'm going to charge all of mine, all these and more, because I have more necklaces and bracelets and earrings that I have to charge. But yeah, let's have a good evening. And thank you. That was quick. Oh, prosperity again, y'all. Wow. March is going to be the start of a new chapter filled with abundance and prosperity, filled with gold, whether it's literal, energetic, or spiritual. Golden gems, knowledge, diamonds, money, golden information, golden experiences, collaborations, connections, golden grapes, because that's what I'm seeing here. The laburnum tree. Be vigilant and receptive. A golden treasure may have more potential than meets the eye. Definitely giving smuggler vibes too. Creating your own destiny, being open to business opportunities, continuing to have that open mind and vigilance. All right, let's see what this magical tree of prosperity has to say for us. Oh, let me fix that real quick. Okay. 36. A golden opportunity will present itself to you, symbolized by the laburnum's yellow, sweet-scented pea flowers that hang like bunches of grapes. Golden grapes. Beautiful. The occasion may, like the tree's bloom, occur in late spring and early summer, which is coming up, y'all. It may spark a chain of events or be connected to someone you know. Friendships will be made and love will be found, perhaps with someone yet unknown. Or yourself, y'all. Loving yourself more, learning how to love yourself more. The poisonous seeds and leaves indicate that a small conflict should be quickly resolved before feelings become poisoned. Chains of communication are golden like the flowers. This fast-growing tree predicts you will prosper soon. Ooh, okay. What also got my attention was the small poisonous seeds and leaves indicate that a small conflict should be quickly resolved before feelings become poisoned. So, y'all, if you are feeling any rifts between anyone right now, whether it's a close friend, a family member, a coworker, your boss, whoever the case may be, really consider communicating and using your voice, okay? Because a lot of the time, fortunately and unfortunately, we need to be the bigger person in order for things to change for us and the people around us. And a lot of the times we are the ones that need to provoke or create that change and act for it to take place. Sometimes, a lot of the times, we don't want to, but really push yourself to, okay? Like, especially if you know that this person is stubborn or set in their ways and they have a practical way of thinking, and you're usually the more open-minded one, or you're usually the one that is the bigger person and tries to solve the conflicts. Well, try not to see it that way. Try to see it more as a way for you to help yourself and that other person out, or people, because it might be more than one, to help each other out on creating that positive change. A lot of the times we have to create that positive change within ourselves and with the people and things around us. So I send you good luck, blessings, and good vibrations. You got this. If it helps to write it down first, to clarify some things beforehand, do what you need to do to prepare yourself. But you got this. Thanks for listening, and bye for now.